Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Rahul, here, bringing you guys, oh, good lord, I'm gonna have to check it out. This is this is Season 3 of the Arizona Cardinals Rookie Express League. The Rookie Edition, George Pikins, Aiden Hutchinson, all the boys. Now, I have Josh Gordon and Rob Gronkowski. That's actually pretty exciting. And I gotta say, it is what it is. Because we have George Pikins, we have Kenny Pickett. We might have Desmond Ridder, so don't you worry about that. So actually, we are playing 4 games this season, by the way, because there were so many good games that I had to put them in one video. So if you do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a video as we give it up to Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon is one of the one of the what ifs in NFL history. What if he did not have weed? What if he did not have weed? Seriously, what if he didn't have weed? You never know. We have Josh Gordon, giving up to Josh Gordon into the end zone for a touchdown. In the past 3 seasons, I'm pretty sure, John Ross, we traded John Ross. We traded some guys for some assets in the upcoming drafts. Now this year we don't have our first round pick, actually, because it is, I have to say that we don't have our first round pick. So, Desmond Ridder is going to be an Arizona Cardinal. I love to say that so much and we got a new corner in the building along with Kobe Bryant and Ahmad Sauce Gardner. So, Stingley beat him on top of the board, on top of the marquee. And, hey, he is a GOAT. He is a very good player in my book. Kenny Pickett has been dominating the NFL lately. Even though I exploit Madden. This is the first time in any series, I lost in the Super Bowl. So, like I said before, I tried to re-record that 3 times. I kept the 3rd one, and it just didn't work out. So, yeah, and I gave it to Josh Gordon once again into the end zone for a touchdown. And yes, I am gonna trade Rob Gronkowski and Josh Gordon after this season. Just because, they could have their potentials in other teams, they could have it, and I'm pretty sure it can work out, so, yeah. It is what it is, and oh my god, Playmaker. Playmaker, if Playmaker wasn't in Madden, I don't know how I would have made that pass. That's a beautiful pass, if I say so myself. And as you see right here, I go into the depth chart. This is rare you see this. I go into wide receivers. I was Garrett Wilson, So we have Chris Olave, Jamison Williams, Drake London, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens, and Josh Gordon. And since Kenny Pickett's in Pittsburgh with George Pickens, that's going to be a great connection. It's going to be deadly. As you see, I'm rolling out, giving to Garrett Williams, and guess who is on the Washington football team? It's C.J. Stroud, along with Antonio Gibson, Jaw Dotson, I think Curtis Samuel, and Terry McLaurin. Like, that's a ferocious squad, if I dare say so myself. So as you see, we have our Omaha X Factor, and now it's time to just throw it up to Rob Gronkowski. Yay! Rob Gronkowski. Yay. So next up, hurry up. I throw it to RB, and that was so inaccurate. So I was like, hey, let's run it again. Now, 2 incompletions mean Kenny Pickett loses his X Factor. Jalen Ramsey picks it off, and we got another injury. Buffalo won against Tua Tagovailoa. I kind of expected that, to be quite honest. There was an interception by Trey Sterling. I was like kind of confused, like what's gonna happen, because like, yeah, what's gonna happen? So I picked it off with Trey Sterling, and I was like, you know what? I'm just running it back to the house. No one is catching me. And I returned it for 89 yards. Let's go. Now it's 4th down and 3. And I'm laughing because I'm laughing. I picked it off with like Trey Sterling or different Sterling. So 2 picks for each guy, if I say so myself. 3rd down and 5. I'm actually gonna consider running like a different playbook. You know what I'm saying? Like a playbook where, oh my goodness, oh good lord, Josh Gordon. So like if you run dual quarterback sets, like I think, I could be totally wrong here, but it just like evens out the quarterback stats. And yeah. And Cooper Kupp, or is it Robert Woods that caught it? And they are kicking an onside kick for whatever reason. And look, you can't audible into different like formations anymore, just like how it was back in like older Maddens, where you can't audible out of a certain kickoff formation. Like you can do that on punting, but you can't do that on kicking. That's weird. Anyway, 35-14. Let's move on to the sorry, the Bills in week 12. And this is game 11 on deck. So we have game 1, 11. So basically, technically, the division is on the line. Not really, but you know what I mean. Stephon Diggs versus George Pickens, Tre'Davious White, Kobe Bryant, Josh Allen, Kenny Pickett. Yeah, the stats show Ed Oliver versus Ferdinand Mathis. Like, and we are here in State Farm Clips, Kingsbury. It is what it is. So I do want to state something to you guys. The pace of the franchise is going to end on season 2, which is quite sad for you guys. I understand that pace of the franchise is one of those things where it's like pretty cool. However, I do have to state that I might do a full season version. And I might simulate some games. I might think about doing forced wins, forced losses. However, you never know about that. And yeah, it might happen. So I did learn in practice. So for Face of the Franchise, that's just an idea. Now on to the gameplay. A safety. A safety. Why? Why? Offensive line. So basically, now we're kicking a field goal with my guy. This is actually like a rookie kicker with a rookie punter, and this is not Brandon McManus. Actually, I have to state that. Now this is 3-2. Going into the second quarter, oh my god, that is so weird. And the LA Rams are 3-8. You're gonna see some weird stuff this season. Like seriously, you're gonna see some weird stuff. And might I add, this is gonna be a weird season. And hey, it is what it is. 4th down and 10. 7-3 versus 4-6 Baker Mayfield. Oh my god. So Josh Gordon gets the first down. You can't do hurry up and key moments, which was implemented in Madden 17. I kind of like that because, you know, like back in Madden 16 and like 25, you had to play the full entire game. And Madden 25, you could even like, you had to simulate week by week. So for Randall Cunningham, that career mode, that retro career mode, I actually might rename the franchise to Match 25 Randall Cunningham. Career mode, something like that. Yeah. Alright. Touchdown right there. 17-2. 17-9. James Cook. Well, we do have Kenneth Walker. Obviously. Now we have Desmond Ridder going up to George Pickens. And we have to stop them up on 3rd down 15. Aiden Hutchinson. I can't hit stick, however, Aiden Hutchinson gets like a fumble. And I didn't think it was a fumble initially in my mind. However, they let us have it. So, yeah. Which is really awkward. And we give it to James Cook. Not Dalvin Cook, James Cook. Dalvin Cook came out of Florida State. James Cook came out of Georgia. And they won that national championship. Even though they lost the one and only national, even though they lost the SEC championship that year, which Yeah, it is what it is, basically. Like, sometimes, it just happens like that, and, um, you know, I just hate it um, because, like, it is what it is, and everybody just, it's not like that. Okay. Uh, so, like, now, right here, okay, sorry if I'm not paying attention to video. Now they're running hurry up, and okay, Josh Allen, at a certain point, if you saw the latter part, the late part of the video, early in the video, he got injured. And guess who's the backup quarterback? Quinn Ewers, the high prospect coming out of Texas and he committed to Ohio State, but then he transferred to Texas. So, what do we have on deck? Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense with Fidaean Mathis, who is Super Bowl MVP somehow. And, well, yeah, last year he was Super Bowl MVP. Or this year, you never know. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, because yeah, it is what it is. No, well, he was a Super Bowl MVP last year. My bad. And we have picked off Quinn Ewers. I was so excited that I picked off this guy, and I decided, hey, let's take it back to the house with Griffith. For how many yards? I don't know. However, that was his third interception of the season, 24-9, and we go to the Kansas City Chiefs for a Super Bowl rematch. Obviously. And basically, it's a Super Bowl rematch. And Kenny Pickett versus Patrick Mahomes, George Pickens versus Tyreek Hill, James Cook versus Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So, yeah. Like, you have this best team. Now, I am going to state this, Season 4 might be my my final episode. I know this is kind of like, what the heck, Raul? Yeah, basically, reason why I say that is because of the simple fact that, like, rookies I need to try out something new, so if I'm ever gonna say Season 4 is the last season, I mean it. Because, like, this series got so out of hand, at least for the first, second, and third season, because of the Green Bay Packers NFC Championship game. The fact that I had to re-record certain parts of the second season, like the wild card game, the divisional, the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl was at least 3 times, and I kept the third one. And this season, I recorded the Super Bowl. I had to record the Super Bowl twice. Yes, we made it to the Super Bowl. The first time, the AI was so bad, and yes, Kenneth Walker And then we lost 11 yards. Yeah. And I don't know what I was doing here. However, it looks pretty nice. Yeah. We switched it. I like this one because, yeah. And we give it to George Pikins into the end zone for a touchdown. And it's obviously going to be a battle between Arizona and Kansas City. Besides, Kansas City used to be... Arizona used to be in St. Louis, so... Yeah. And James Cook! A 92-yard rushing touchdown sliding into the end zone. And that was my first ever breakout, like a open lane type of play. And I got that very easily, so yeah. And James Cook is over 100 yards. That's pretty insane. And I was running RPO plays, so I found my open lanes. I give it to James Cook. We're sorted. Now he has his X Factor ability on. Desmond Ridder rolling out, running the ball. We got a guy injured. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm not kidding you because, yeah. So, Kansas City, I know they're gonna lose. Kansas City is not the same. 3-12 Miami, simple. And Matthew Stafford was on the Vikings. Now you may think to yourself, Raul, why would Matthew Stafford be on the Vikings? Well, as you see, George Pikins goes into the end zone for a touchdown. So I'm gonna look back at the footage. I thought, yeah, Matthew Stafford was on the Rams. I thought Matthew Stafford was on the Rams. But apparently not. Now, I could have checked his stats and everything. However, I didn't have an opportunity, per se, because of the simple fact that, I didn't have an opportunity. So, it is what it is. So, yeah. And also, I wanted to kick a field goal. And, yeah, that happened. So, I basically tried doing a 62-yard field goal with a guy who I didn't even know. So, as I was saying, I don't know if you know this, but Matthew Stafford was on Matthew Stafford. Oh my god. I can't get that guy out of my head. Just Matthew Stafford. Anyway. We're running a screenplay. I won't worry about talking about that story now. It was picked off. Good lord. And, the thing is about this whole thing is that, when I checked the stats, it was Matthew Stafford. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm saying Matthew Stafford so much. But, it was him. And I give it to George Pikins! So, like, yeah, it is what it is. Kenny Pickett doing his thing, like, and Matthew Stafford doing his thing, like, and to be honest, I don't know what got into their head, but but I give it to Josh Gordon, of course. Like Desmond Ridder splitting time with Kenny Pickett. It's kind of a good thing because this is the system I wanted. I was stupid enough to not think clearly about this. So we were doing all offense. So like an all offense challenge. And 2 X factors are activated. I give it up to George Pikins. And 2-yard line. Josh Gordon has 1,000 yards. So I actually I was trying to find the formate. I don't know what I was doing here. But, like, I was doing something. And I picked this play for Josh Gordon to run. And it was ridiculous because there you go. It didn't work out, you see. So then I ran it again. Then the right side is green again. It didn't work out, so it lied. And I ran it a third time. It didn't work out. So the thing is about this play, I didn't know if I was. The thing was, I don't know how to say it. I gave it to Rob Gronkowski, and it failed. It failed. Yeah, it failed. So another thing is like, so we played the first game of the season, and we played we played the Rams, Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the final game is the Minnesota Vikings. In between the Minnesota Vikings game and the playoffs, I'm going to be talking about certain playoff things, and you're going to be surprised. Like, including James Cook, who's running the ball. And Odell Beckham Jr. is on the Browns or the Chargers. I cannot tell. But, so, in the first Super Bowl, like the first iteration, the Green Bay Packers won. And then, for some reason, the next year, well, the first year, they were on a losing season. And I kind of forced them to win every single game. And then the next season, they beat us, and I forced the Browns to win, and there was another losing team. The Kansas City Chiefs, Oakland Raiders, and, not Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, and the, I'm trying to think, the LA Chargers. They all went 8-9, and due to tiebreakers, Kansas City won. Yeah, and also this was a CFL challenge I did. So sometimes, because like certain things don't work, in the NFL similar to CFL. Yeah, that's why like certain rules don't work. Like, I had to experiment, and whenever it was fourth down, it was the bonus down, as I would put it, and it was kind of ridiculous. And that was kind of a cool thing, like a toss pass. So, a toss pass? Yeah, a toss pass. Yeah. 28-14. So, we did smart plays. That was really stupid. I thought I could pick it off, like, not pick it off, get the ball. So, I ran slants, a slant concept. I rolled out, obviously, and I threw out of a sack. Yay! Also, if you guys think I'm gonna play Madden 23, hold your horses. I am not. I do have a copy of NBA 2K21. So, here is the thing. I am going to be playing a ton of Madden 22. I don't know about NHL 23. However, well, NHL 23 would be an episode type series, NHL 23, because like there are a ton of video, tons of like gameplay and everything that it would be just so stupid to be, to be like, hey, I'm gonna make a full season playing every single game. That's just not gonna happen. And if I did that, I'd be bored to death, and I would have to literally play every single game and win or lose like anything. Similar to the Be a Pro series. Be a Pro like was fun. However, this year's Be a Pro is gonna be interesting for NHL 23. I don't know how NHL like the NHL games will be. As you see, there was a face mask, 31-21. We got the upper hand on the only one. Oh my God! Excuse me. The Kansas City Chiefs. Kenny Pickett did a stiff arm. Oh my God! And he's like, "Yeah, let's do this." So, I was just clicking A, I think, and it wouldn't register. So, like, okay, let's not be weird. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's like, Yeah. So now, Kansas City is actually, like, doing timeouts, and they are on their last one. And so, I decided, hey, let's kick a field goal. That works out fine. And Patrick Mahomes has to go down the field and try and score. And he does. However, they don't get the onside kick. And this is actually a predicament because I went for a field goal. And, yep, that sealed the deal. James Cook sealed the deal. On that very play, he sealed it, and it worked. So, another thing I'm going to say, I don't know if Matthew Stafford got traded to the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. But hey, Arizona versus Minnesota. Let's do this. We had Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, and a random guy I don't even know. That's okay. I respect that dude. I don't know why Andy Dalton. Why? We're not the Bears. Yes, Matthew Stafford. Now, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's the same Matthew Stafford from the LA Rams. Because if that's the case, what the heck did the Rams do here? They just literally sold on a very good quarterback. So now, we're going to be facing off against the Minnesota-led Matthew Stafford. And he's number 13. This is awkward, considering the fact that I would never trade Kenny Pickett for Russell Wilson. Even though the Denver Broncos did that, which I think that's a terrible trade. Considering that it's really stupid. So, yeah, sorry for stopping a lot. I thought something was wrong with the gameplay stuff. So, this is the last game of the season. And everybody in the AFC, the NFC, are trying to get a playoff spot. And we are here to play. And that should have been pass interference. I am not going to say much on that because it is what it is. We give it to Garrett Wilson. However, it's not a touchdown because it's illegal touching offense. So, here is the thing. The Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers are in a predicament. In a battle for the division, essentially. We give it to George Pickens. It's a reception. So, if both lose, and I was checking the standings, both make it to the playoffs. I was like, how is that even possible? Because that division is weak, essentially. That division was weak as heck, and man, it just really hurt me that it just didn't make sense to me at all. So rolling out, Kenny Pickett. Excuse me, to Josh Gordon. It is what it is. Basically, James Cook. Not James Cook, Josh Gordon. And to the end zone for a touchdown. So, this is a good team. This is a very good team, to say the least. So, Desmond Ridder is getting the ball, of course, rolling out. I tried to give it to Josh Gordon, but it was incomplete. Then a rushing touchdown. Some back and forths. Then it's our turn. 3rd down and 4. Desmond Ridder. I give it to James Cook out of desperation. So, Kenneth Walker. At some point, I might actually do a backups game. So, Desmond Ridder, I don't... the thing is, I don't really like the substitutions. Because it's, like, ridiculous to me. It is really ridiculous, like, considering the fact that, like... I thought this would be a good idea, however... Yeah. So, like I said before earlier in the video, this will be... next episode will be the final season, because... I'm gonna try different express leagues. I want to try a relocation version with a little bit of a twist. If any of you know what I'm thinking, I might bring back the London Monarchs. That's the thing. I have been so tempted in my heart to bring back the London Monarchs. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. If anybody remembers the London Monarchs out of position team, then you will know the London Monarchs are one of the best teams, at least out of position wise, to do it. Now, if you want, I could do a Legends edition with a Legends franchise, and that would be insane. Now, the thing is, I would have to do a fantasy draft, and that would be insane as well. Like, now, also, for the Legends, I might make a roster out of Hall of Fame guys. However, it would have to be based off, like, certain Hall of Fame players. For example, I would at least need one kicker, one punter, and for halfbacks, it would just depend, because I would have to literally get rid of the entire roster and dump them all off for salary cap purposes. I would have to make them terrible or anything, and just make them like a different team, essentially, and basically that's what would have to happen. If I would have created my own Legends. Now, you might be thinking, Raul, would you actually do this? Of course I would, because it's insane. It's insane how a lot of people think this is what I do. And this is actually what I do. I create content, I try different ideas. So, the Express Leagues are going to continue. Like, I did it for the Chicago Bears, Arizona Cardinals. Next up might be the Detroit Lions. So, don't guarantee me on that. However, I want to do, like, a Detroit Lions Express League, because I just think, like, that roster is not good at all. Now, could I do a relocation one? Yeah. However, the next Express League after this one would either be a relocation Express League, a Legends Express League, or a out of position Express League. Now, the out of position one, I would have to go through the entire list of players. I would have to, like, literally base them off the overalls, and I would have to work my way there. And I know that's tedious, and I might try to make my own roster with that. However, it is what it is, so yeah, it is what it is, basically. Basically, because yeah, it is what it is, basically. And, like, yeah. So we won the game 28-14. Alright, so for the NFC, you see 3 8-9 teams: Vikings, Seahawks, and Packers. This is odd: 14-3, 12-5, 2 10-7 teams, 3 8-9 teams. So this is kind of a recurrence here. 3 13-win teams, 4 12-5 teams, 1 11-win team and 2 9-win teams. So the AFC was stacked. And yeah, as you see right here, the Seahawks, the Packers, and the Vikings, all of them are going to be close games. And we are taking on the Washington football team, aka the Commanders. I don't know why I keep on calling them that, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, and basically it's like one of those teams where I basically enjoy them. I like them a lot. Terry McLaurin versus George Pickens, Chase Young versus Aiden Hutchinson. Like, this is a squad, bro. This is a squad. If you think about the time and effort I put into the Chicago Bears franchise, this is like less because of realism and everything. And to be quite honest with you, this is like one of the best. The Express League stuff, I could have not have had a better one if I could try. Because this is one of the best. This is one of the best. This is one of the best. If you put the franchises together for Madden purposes, this is one of the best. If you put them, okay, so if you put for Madden, in terms of Madden 19, Madden 20, Madden 22, there are two of them, which is a first for me. If you had to put them against of each other, for OG, for purposes of nostalgia, it's the first one. Then it's the second, and then it's these one, the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. For the purposes of for the purposes of nostalgia, for like better content, Madden 22 hands down, because viewership wise it's like insane. It's like insane. It's like insane because I know if I'm gonna do 4 episodes, then it's gonna not make sense. Like for Chicago Bears, it was doing really well. And then when it came to Arizona, it just like went on its own sincerely, and it just was really good. And CJ Stroud, oh my goodness. Yes, we're taking on CJ Stroud. The Bengals defeated New England. Oh my goodness. Like, that's insane. Like, for anyone. And we stopped Antonio Gibson. Actually, Antonio Gibson is not there. That's interesting. Joe Burrow had 2 INTs. I gave them John Ross. I have to say that. And Jacoby Myers. Oh my god. Like, Jacoby Myers might be a legend. I don't know, but you never know. And we are going up against Washington. So, yeah, I said that already. So second quarter, Desmond Ridder, of course. So I might reset everything, and I might trade away Desmond Ridder next season. I don't know. I know I'm going to trade away Josh Gordon and Rob Gronkowski because they're old. I'm gonna make them into X Factors and give them to their original teams. So yes, Nick Chubb, Josh Gordon, Njoku, um, that's gonna sound interesting. I give it up to George Pickens, and I could have rat catched that, but hey, it is what it is. Now I have Kenneth Walker. I actually give it to Eason for the touchdown. That's his first playoff touchdown. And first receiving touchdown. I don't know about the other games, however, it is what it is. This is like one of the best. The best. Third quarter. Wow, this is actually a very close game. Making some adjustments, of course. Rolling out. Avoiding Chase Young. And that is a touchdown to Garrett Wilson. So, as you see, like the rookies, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to use different draft classes like 2004 or anything. However, if I ever do, then I am forcing the ball. Like, this is a squad that you don't want to miss. So, yeah. Like, I'm doing my thing. Like, it is what it is. We're doing well. We only have one takeaway. Yes, it says we're season 1 in takeaways. However, I don't care. CJ Stroud. If we dropped a CJ Stroud, that would have been like something else. If we had the chance to draft CJ Stroud, then it would have been something. But I don't know. I don't know what to say for that. And we forced a fumble again. Like, this is like a close game. I don't know what's happening. And we are going to face off against Carolina if we win this game. Against Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey. Oh boy, if you remember my Chicago Bears franchise, then you know what's up. CJ Stroud ain't going to go anywhere. CJ Stroud hasn't seen a squad like this full of freaking rookies and gone up against like gods, like gods, like, you know, it's kind of interesting that we had Philip Russ at one point at kick return, punt return. We had more. We had all those dudes. Now, if we're going to put legends or even, like, out-of-position players into the mix, then, oh my god, that's going to be insane. Because I know for one thing, I know for one thing, the fact of the matter is, there's going to be, a lot of good things. A lot of good things. There's, out of position, zero chill, everything. There's so many different things, we could go over, and you guys can make the teams, everything. Although, that might not happen. So, we would have to come up with our own. So, yeah, it is what it is. And it's tied. So, we're just gonna run out the clock for that. Although, for match 22, we could do Ultimate Legends. And I know a lot, and I know there's a lot of Ultimate Legends on deck. Because it ranges from 98 to like 97-ish. So let's go. I'm gonna put 97 to 99, and we're gonna filter that. So I'm obviously doing this right now. 1 out of 5. Oh my god, you're not gonna understand how I feel. Like, there's so many good Ultimate Legends that I could utilize on this team. And we're kicking a field goal right here. And I rarely do icing, but since this is like a rookie, if he misses, we're going into overtime. So, so I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was aiming. Press A again, and we make it. Arizona to the 3rd NFC Conference Championship. And we're going up against Sam Darnold, Christian McCaffrey. Those boys are sick. So, I know, like, I could go for, like, good quarterbacks and everything. It's just gonna be, like, so amazing. Like, it's just gonna be amazing. Because I know what I want. I know who I want. And, in fact, there's, like, a Bo Jackson quarterback, but... And then there's a LaDainian Tomlinson one. So, for the legitimate ones, if I had to go for one, I don't know. But there's like Steve McNair, Rich Gannon, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Michael Vick, LaDainian Tomlinson, Phil Simmons, and Bo Jackson. Anyway, here we are. So I'm just looking around on certain positions, and you might think to yourself like, bro, why? However, there's lots and lots of Thurman Thomas, LaDainian Tomlinson, Earl Campbell, Bo Jackson, Michael Strahan, Haloi Nada, Ederin James, Lynn Swan, Akeem Talib, Eric Dickerson. Okay, so, wow, about fullback. Larry Konska, Franco Harris, Mike Allslot, Bruce Smith, Everson Walls. So, as you see, I'm just looking through. We scored a touchdown. Sorry. This is just me, like, looking through what potential players for our first franchise with Legends. And, like I said, I would have to get rid of the entire... Essentially, I would have to destroy the team. Well, destroy the team, essentially. Put 99 stamina, put 99 injury, meaning that they never get injured, they never get tired, and we would have to do multiple seasons with them, some of your contracts, everything. And I might do a no salary cap thing, and I know wide receivers are going to be filthy for management too. And I know that Andre Johnson, Lynn Swan, Reggie Wade, Jerry Rice, Andre Rison, Jimmy Smith, Randy Moss, Billy Johnson, Larry Allen, Dave Robinson, Chad Johnson. Okay, alright. I do know one thing. Tight ends are going to be interesting. Charlie Young, Antonio Gates, Ozzie Newsome, Mike Ditka. Okay, This is going to be interesting, considering the fact that I'm never like that. But obviously, the Panthers scored a touchdown. This is kind of a rematch of, like, the road to Super Bowl 50. Arizona Cardinals got destroyed. So, it is what it is. I understand, like, the fact of the matter is, it's ridiculous. However, I mean, it's kind of awkward. It's kind of weird. What? Like, why did you do this? So, um, yeah. Yeah. Uh, so, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, Carolina is winning, so far, which is unacceptable. Um, I give it to Garrett Wilson out of all people, which is very interesting to me. And oh my god, this is so awkward. There's like an injury, player, thing on the screen, and it doesn't even make any sense. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah. And then somebody picked me off. Like, just was like, airborne, let me pick you off. That is so stupid, considering that it's really dumb. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. So, third quarter, second down. Um, yeah, 16-14. My kicker just missed the extra point. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. So, we're winning this. I know that. And we're going to face off because Kansas City, against the Kansas City Chiefs. You heard that right. They defeated Joe Burrow, and I don't know why we faced off against the Kansas City Chiefs so many times. Now we picked it off. 23-14. That's very crucial. And I wanted to go back to the AFC conference standings. So as you saw the teams, the 11-6 team was the Texans. The 298 teams were the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. So, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tied with the who is it? Green Bay Packers, but due to tiebreakers, Green Bay got in, which is surprising. So, yeah. And not Dalvin Cook. James Cook caught that. Oh, good lord. Dalvin and James Cook. Oh, good lord. If they played in the same backfield, it's gonna be insane. Now, could I do like a Patriots alumni team? Hey, that would be sick. However, I don't know that many Patriot players to be like included in the Hall of Fame. I obviously could put Adam Vinatieri. However, that's just like me being like, oh, I put Adam Vinatieri. Like, Adam Vinatieri is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's like one of the best kickers ever. And Younghoe Koo could be there. Evan McPherson could be there. They have the potential. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, and we won the NFC Conference Championship, and now it's time to play against the one, the only Kansas City Chiefs. Now, might I add on this as well? We are playing in our home stadium. You heard that right. We are playing in our home stadium because of the fact that we just are, and it's gonna be sick because yeah, it's just gonna be sick. I'm just looking through my videos and see how happy I am. Like, the AHL franchise was amazing because, like, it hit 92 views. It hit 92 views, which is amazing. It's, like, amazing. So, yeah, we're the home team. And actually, I take that back. We're not playing in our home stadium. We're playing at AT&T Stadium. So anyway, we are going up against the one and only the one and only Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't like that. So you know what? It is what it is. You know what? It makes sense because we're doing our thing. We're just driving down the field at this point, making plays. And I was like, let's go, like, sweep. Let's go sweep right here. Garrett Wilson gets the ball, and we did it. Got the first down, just like that, with a jet zone thing. Kenny Pickett fumbles, and my offensive line picked it up, and Rob Gronkowski is injured. I don't know how, and I don't know why. This just happens, like, every single time. I just don't understand how certain, like, times, like, my players get injured for some reason, and it doesn't even make any sense. So, yeah, I don't understand that. So, I do understand, like, you're probably gonna see the next video and meet a finale. Yes, guys, I understand. However, the Legends franchise, I will make them more, like, I will make sure the series is longer. I only did this rookie franchise because of the up-and-coming draft, the up-and-coming NFL season. I kind of did that, and it was kind of like me just doing whatever I wanted. So, like, yeah. Yeah, I just kind of did what I wanted, and it just kind of made sense to me. So, yeah. 17-7 so far. James Cook, I mean, you know, the deal. It's kind of ridiculous to me. Like, so, like, it's kind of ridiculous. It really is kind of ridiculous. Yeah. 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 And then that happened, and I was like, what? And it's 24-7 in, like, the second quarter, and I was throwing it up to George Pikins, and it just made sense to me. Oh my god, it just made sense to me. CJ Stroud. It's like CJ Stroud. So, yeah, it is what it is. I keep on saying that it is what it is. Because it is what it is. You know, it might make sense. It might not make sense. You never know. So, yeah, I do believe in it. I believe in it 100%. This team is doing bits. This team is doing good. You know, kicking a field goal out of respect. You know, I recorded this one time. The AI was bad. I did not like it. And so, they scored a touchdown. I guess we are gonna score a touchdown. You know, it is what it is. I gave it to James Cook, like a shovel pass. It does not work at all. So it's fourth down. They're not showing the clock. I don't know. We're not showing the clock. I don't know why. For some reason, it's like 6-minute quarters, I think. So then I just, like, go down. I try to make sure I go down. So I just do a field goal. Out of respect, once again. The defense really stopped Patrick Mahomes. Like, when Patrick Mahomes faced off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he literally got stopped. And I'm playing defense, 4th down and 14. I switch it to this. He runs for it. I don't know why. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna dead it. It's like, why did you do this kind of thing? Like, you had your chance, basically. And I don't know why you did that. Like, to me, I thought I was playing in a home stadium. However, I just was like, oh my god. I was not. So, yeah. So I just kept running the ball. I just kept on running the ball with James Cook. He has his X Factor activated. You know, it's like so much fun at this point because we're kicking field goals and stuff like that. And I thought I missed this field goal, but it works alright, but it is what it is. We're running out the clock right here. Literally, I did that instead of running the ball. But it doesn't matter. Because I actually went for it. I went for it. I switched sides. Give it to James Cook. Run out the clock. And for the first time in the Super Bowl era, we won the Super Bowl. As the Arizona Cardinals, we went to the NFC Championship as the 6th seed. We could have won that game, but we lost in overtime. Then we won against the Kansas City Chiefs. We lost. Then we went up against Kansas City Chiefs. We won. So, you guys, what does this mean? Next episode is going to be the final season. And after that, it's going to be a relocation edition of the franchise. Detroit Lions, the New York Jets. You shall see. Fidaean Mathis won NFL MVP. A few players on defense to win it. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Y'all are legends in my book as well as for me. I will see you on the next one, and peace.